We have heard this actually being hinted in the United States of America, but it did not see the light of the day. Hakainde Hichilema, the president of the Republic of Zambia, speaking about our neighbors right next door. There is a hint of a scrapping of the two-term limits. There is that discussion. The moment that discussion surfaces, that on its own is very, very scary, because if you hear a president hinting it, then it is something in his mind. What is going on with African presidents? I mean, when they test power, they want to stay forever. Greetings and welcome on your lovely channel, the Hlonipani Global News. If you're watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. Let me try and play you the audio.
Constitution will be removed even though you are a good mayor or a good council chairperson. We are proposing that we should remove the term limit for council chairpersons and for mayors, you who are seated here, so that you can continue if the people want you, isn't it? As the councillor does, as the MP does, so is yourselves. Of the constitutional amendment is not postponement, is a deferment.
There you have heard it. But in this audio that I have played to you is speaking about the mayors, that they should consider removing the two-term limits for mayors. He is saying members of parliament are even doing it. They can go to more than two-term limits as members of parliament. And when someone in the crowd shouted, and you say, he said, I didn't hear you, but this is what I am saying. Now, this is how actually African leaders bring two-term limits. Sometimes it will be brought as if he is talking about the lower structures, but if it is allowed for mayors to remain mayors, no matter, I think people should learn this in Africa. Of course, he is actually citing the fact that if someone is good at his job, why shouldn't a two-term limit be scrapped so that he continues to deliver for the people? This is the language that is spoken in Zimbabwe by Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa. Those who support him, they are advancing this stupid, mediocre notion that he has been doing well, so he should be allowed to continue as the president. I mean, there is absolute, I mean, if Hlonipani is doing well, for example, if I'm doing well in terms of making presentations, that does not mean I'm the only person who is capable of doing so. That does not mean if I stop doing this, I mean, the rest of the world would be in starvation of this. So people should not actually give themselves this wrong perspective that if you are doing well, then it means you shall stay in power. And no, it doesn't work like that. If the constitution has two-term limits, that should be respected. I hope the people of Zambia will actually thwart this, especially it starts from the lower levels. If it is allowed for the constitution to be amended for mayors, then hear the talk of a constitution to be amended for Hakainde Hichilema because he is doing well. No, that should not be accepted. If that has crossed his mind, then I think he should repent from that, because he was supported by the people of Zambia, thinking that he would serve. I mean, if ever they bless him with another second term, that would be it. He should not look forward to actually tenets of the Constitution. I don't know what with my network, especially with this device I am using. Sometimes it just disappears like that. So it's quite disappointing hearing that Hakainde Hichilema is proposing the amendment of the Constitution to allow even mayors to go beyond the constitutionally prescribed term limits. If Zambians entertain this, then he is also going to come and say, but Zambians, I have done well for my country. I also deserve a third term. And they will see what is happening in Zimbabwe. Also, being the disease in Zambia. I think this has to stop. There is no one who is a god on this mother earth. If you have served your 2-term limits, allow other mayors to come through from your party. It shouldn't be just because I have done well, then that becomes a certificate for me to say, because I'm doing well, there is nobody who can actually take over from me and continue the legacy of doing well. I mean, leaders in Africa shouldn't be removed because they have done well in power. People should resign. I'm not resigned, man. When the 2-term limit is over, people should just pick and go. Prepare the way for the next person. Whether it will be good or bad, that would be the choice of the people. People will learn from their mistake going forward. People should always be given a chance to choose their leaders. And when their time is expired, then these leaders should actually do so. I don't know, what do you think? I know I've got viewers from Zambia. It's interesting. It's actually important to hear what's your take on this one. Your president reiterating such words, it's quite scary. I think I used to trust Chakwera, but Chakwera began to do things. I used to trust also Hakainde Hichilema, but what he is hinting at the moment is making me also to lose trust on him. This is, yes, indeed ZANU-PF style that he is trying to implement, pretending as if he is catering for the lower structures of government. Hey, we see where you are going. Thank you very much for watching us. If you're watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you